Hello and welcome to Season 5, Episode 14 of Les Oderants. I am Dan and I am joined by the entire squadron yet again. It is Fliss, Ben and James. Say hello, Fliss, Ben and James.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Typically low-key there, James. You're like, really?
No, I was going to say hello, Fliss, Ben and James, but then I don't know.
Couldn't be asked. I sort of started and I just couldn't be asked.
No,
right.
I'm really loud in my own ears and you're really quiet, so...
Right. I mean, that is arguably
it's probably
no
the way you like
thing.
it, isn't it?
All I can hear is my own heavy breathing.
Nice.
Which I know the listeners love.
Erotic.
Yeah, like...
Oh, interestingly, I've read a review recently where somebody said they didn't like the sound of my voice and that I sounded like a generic posh person, and they went on about I do something strange with my mouth or my vowels or something, and then they said, she sounds just like that Emma Thompson. Oh my God. So
Fucking hell.
If the worst thing you can say is I sound like an Oscar-winning actress.
Yeah,
I'll take that for $1, babes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Absolutely. My mum said you sounded like, but I can't remember her name. But the she was on Peep Show amongst other things.
Olivia Colman.
Yeah.
Olivia Colman. Yeah.
Again, another amazing.
Exactly. Mum said,
All these roles you could be going for, Fliss. You know what I mean? They've fucking fucked you over.
They have.
Been nicking all your work.
But if I had them, I wouldn't be here.
Where did you read that review? That sounds awesome. She's
I
got
think it was a Reddit thread.
An annoying voice. Fuck off, mate. Go listen to something else then, you dickheads. Honestly. Imagine that.
Is that on the Google or something?
Imagine listening to a podcast and then going to write about how annoying you found it. It's like, why didn't you just turn it off then, you twat? Honestly.
Over the years, man, I've had some absolutely stellar reviews. It's just, you just wonder, like, I remember once I had a review, it was clearly, like, from an American person who said they couldn't understand my accent, couldn't understand a word he was saying. And I was like,
wow.
Bruv, I'm speaking English. Like, it's not that hard.
But I'm speaking English, innit?
I mean, and this is, on this podcast, I would give someone a break if they said I can't understand Ben as much, because I'm a bit more like, this is my proper accent, right? But when I do Dark Histories, I do my telephone accent, which is like, you know.
You do proper, don't you?
Yeah, it's not hard to understand.
You sound like a proper voiceover artist on Dark Histories.
I have to stop myself when I say like Brighton, and then I'm like, no, Brighton.
Brighton. Kumquat. Don't start that. Right, anyway, let's talk about perfumes, because that's what we are here for. I want to just talk about Nivea. Bosh! Nivea. I got a little 30ml bottle of Nivea, recommended by someone, on Amazon Black Friday. I think it was like £7 or something, £9 delivered. Nivea Eau de Toilette. It's really rather charming. I mean,
I love it.
It's just, it smells like Nivea cream. I mean, what else do you expect? James's face is properly screwed up at this point. He's like, man, why would I want to smell that?
I'm having audio troubles, but it's not even that. It's the fact that it smells like Nivea cream. Are you fucking... Does it remind you of wanking or something?
Nivea cream smells... There's so many perfumes that smell like Nivea cream because it has that rosy, slightly violety, powdery, lipstick rose handbag inside of a handbag smell. It has...
Handbaggy.
I've actually got, on my spreadsheet, I've got an entire section called Nivea-esque, because... Okay. There are so many, I think there's so many lipstick roses that have that nod to that creamy Nivea feel that, I
probably would like it, to be honest. I'm saying this, but it just seems, I don't know.
What I think is great about it is that you think to yourself, oh, that, Nivea cream perfume, it's going to be shit. And actually it smells exactly like Nivea cream. But what I really like about it is that it doesn't smell cheap. It doesn't have a heavy woody amber coming through the base. It has no super amber padding it out. It just smells like Nivea cream, and I like it.
It's right nice.
Does it have like the textural element to it, or does it smell like powdery and that? Like, does it feel like oily and creamy?
It doesn't feel oily, I would say.
Okay.
I would venture for more powdery. But it's the sort of thing that if your clothes smelt of it, you'd go, that's nice. Oh, yeah. That's all right.
Just like that.
Yeah, you say it like that. That's exactly how you have to say it. So I'm just looking around, casting around, to see if there's any other exciting and interesting perfumes, because I don't think there's actually that many what I have not mentioned previously, because it's been a slow week at Chez Dan for perfumes. Although I can't remember whether I talked about the Tea Tonique, the Miller Harris one. So Miller Harris, they've got an existing one called Tea Tonique, which is an eau de parfum, and they've just released it as an extrait de parfum, and it's superb, and it basically smells a lot like a very intense tea fragrance. There's not a lot more to it than that, but that was super duper enjoyable. And I got a present today from Dave, who went to London, and Dave got me a bottle of Guerlain Vetiver Fauve. I don't know how you pronounce that word. Fauve. Right. Fauve. Well, Fauve.
What does it mean?
I don't fuck should I know what it means? Do I look fucking French to you, mate?
No beret, so...
Yeah, no beret, no string of garlic, but from memory it's a sort of slightly coffee-ish, is it coffee?
Fauve is a member of group of French painters who favoured Fauvism.
Well,
that sums it up.
They're Fauvists. Oh.
Yeah.
Fucking Fauvists. Which reminds me of my favourite Cockney rhyming slang for no reason at all. But do you remember the actor Ted Bovis, who was in Heidi High?
No.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. So Ted Bovis, and someone wrote when he died, Ted Bovis is Hovis, by which they meant brown bread for dead. Oh. Ted Bovis is Hovis. Absolutely brutal. Yep, no, there you go.
That's amazing.
That's why people fucking tune in.
When was that?
Well, it was when he died. I don't know. Fuck knows. Ages ago. Years ago.
So it's not like YouTube comments, like top comment, or that was an underrated comment. That when people put that, and you're like, yeah, I agree. That's really witty.
Right, I don't know where this is going. Right, so I enjoyed.
Can I tell you something about Heidi High? Right,
go on.
When I was a kid, right, we used to have a carnival in the village every year, and we used to do floats, right, and they were just like towed by a tractor, and you'd get on a float and it'd have a theme every year. And one year it was Heidi High, right? And we all had to like make little yellow coats and do the like be Heidi High kids. And I was talking to this lad who was like too old to be in it. I must have been like fucking 7 or 8 or something. And my mate was wandering by the side, and he was a promising footballer. He was like, he had like trials and stuff. He was like really good. And I said, sit on here, because he was walking by the side of the float, and said, just sit on the mudguard. He sat on the mudguard. He fell off and trapped his leg in between the curb and the thing, and his leg literally just like popped open. It was grotesque. He played for like Crewe Alexander or Stoke or something, but he probably could have played in the Premier League. I'm not being funny. He was a good footballer, and that's kind of ruined his career. So Heidi High destroyed a young lad's footballing dreams, and scarred me for life. I mean, yeah,
wow. This has taken a very dark turn. I feel like I should probably explain, for the benefit of our dear listener, especially the American ones, and people who aren't of a certain vintage, that Heidi High was a 80s TV show in the UK about a bunch of people who worked as entertainers at a holiday camp called, I don't know, it was Maplin's, wasn't it? Or was it Maplin? It was
Maplin's used to sell electronics. You mean Butlins?
But it wasn't Butlins, because it was like a rip-off of Butlins.
Right, yeah.
They gave it some other name. But yeah, it was fucking stupid.
Yes, it was. It was Maplin's.
There you go.
Maplin's holiday camp in Essex.
Get there. Get in. Have some of that.
And it was set in the 50s.
It was set in the 50s, but it was definitely not filmed in the 50s.
No, it was an 80s. Paul Shane, Ruth Maddock.
Ruth Maddock.
Sue Pollard.
Yeah, all the fucking greats here.
All the greats.
Yeah.
All the greats.
Great. I would like, so for anyone who's interested in British culture and my advice is don't fucking go watching Heidi High. It's pointless.
It wasn't one of the finest British comedies.
It was amazing. We used to watch it every week.
We used to watch it every week, but it was still shit.
It's because there's nothing else on.
It was like Carry On, but with less tits.
That's pretty bad, though.
Tits
Yeah, that's what you
fewer
watch Carry-On
tits.
for, surely.
I think it's fewer tits, isn't it?
I think it's fewer tits as well.
Well,
it depends whether it's countable or uncountable.
Exactly. Fewer if it's countable, less if it's uncountable. So,
well, I mean, if it's
tits are countable.
Tits are countable.
Grammar fight.
But the amount that there are in
less tits would mean smaller tits.
Well, also.
Yeah. Right. It's like Carry On, but with smaller tits. That doesn't make any sense.
No. I was going to say that the tits on Carry On are uncountable. So you could actually argue you could use both.
But I mean, well, yes, strictly speaking, they are countable. I mean, you could sit down with a pen and paper and count the tits if you had enough time and energy.
In theory, you can count grains of rice, but you're not going to bother, are you?
Actually, that's a really, really good point.
I know, I'm good, aren't I?
Yeah, that is a good point.
Sounds like she's already had this argument before.
Yeah.
She's got stuff in the fucking can already to bring out.
I suppose you could say fewer rice. You'd be an absolute twat if you did. Would you like?
But then you could have an argument. You could, well, actually, I think you'll find that they are actually countable.
They're countable rice. Well, rice is not countable. Grains of rice are countable.
Yes, this is true. Also, okay.
Yeah.
You might have to cut this.
I just want to know what kind of fucking Wickerman village James grew up in, where you all rode around on tractors dressed up as Heidi High.
I was going to say that, Ben. I was going to say, and for the Americans, let me explain what a carnival where you ride around dressed as a fucking TV show. Imagine the Wicker Man, right? And there you go. That's what it is.
Right. I feel like we may have gone just a tiny bit off topic. I mean, it's possible. I'm not 100% sure.
It was good.
That's
my seal of approval.
That's the official fucking analysis. All right, Ben, what have you been wearing perfume-wise?
So after last week, we basically mentioned Eau de Noir like once, so I was like, right, I'm going to wear that. So I sort of unlocked the vault and the dry ice and the echoed through the halls, and I wore that for a couple of days. But I'm not going to talk about that because we all know. So apart from that, I've been smelling Fliss's, which we'll obviously be talking about in the second half. Fliss's perfumes that she sent me, not just smelling Fliss's.
That would be weird.
That would be weird. And other than that, I have been smelling Les Abstrait's new one, which I believe we all have got courtesy of The Duck.
Yeah.
Philosopher's Walk.
Philosopher's Walk.
Yeah. So I am led to believe that this has not gone down very well with a lot of people, but I thought it was all right. I thought it was a bit mental in the opening. It's like super lemon, and I think lemon is always like a really risky thing to put in a perfume for danger of it smelling like, like Cif floor mop or whatever. I thought it was all right, though. It was really shocked me that it was not anything like what I was expecting, because it almost has quite a traditional kind of 90s barbershop masculine feel to it, which is not at all what the others have been so far. But when I quite like the saginess of it and the kind of creamy, sagey vibe to it. But at first, it kind of freaked me out with that, everything all at once, lemon, sage, massive, in your face.
Get some fucking lemons in you.
Yeah, and it was all a bit sharp and a bit edgy, but not edgy in like as in like I'm going to go to a punk gig and talk about how my parents hate me. I mean, edgy as in like razor blades.
Yeah. I mean, I certainly didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. And weirdly, I mean, once you get past the sort of initial kind of lemony snicket kind of thing going on, it to me seemed almost like geranium and sandalwood. It reminded me like of a sort of slightly minty. Do you know the Geo Trumpers sandalwood cologne that everyone says smells like egoist, but it doesn't quite. But it has that sort of like minty, geranium-y aspect to the sandalwood, and it reminded me of that for some reason, but like a bit more abrasive.
Abrasive is really. I think the whole thing is really abrasive.
Yeah.
The dry down I thought was actually quite nice. Like that sandalwood dry down, I thought was lovely. But it was just quite abrasive getting there.
It's okay, but I mean, when you stack it next to the others in the range, if this was just like a brand making a perfume, you'd go, well, that's all right. But when you stack it next to the others, I don't think it fits really. I just don't think it hits the same sort of bar as the other three. James,
I think it still smells quite like quality, if you know what I mean. Like I think it still smells like an expensive perfume, but just a bit sharp and a bit harsh.
James, you look like you have an opinion.
Yeah, I do. I liked it. One thing I'll just say, obviously, Eugene is an acquaintance, friend, whatever, and I don't just say that all the perfumes are good that come out from that brand, but they have been. Right, it's a fact.
I think you've established your credentials for being able to tell your mates their perfumes are shit with me.
Yeah, and do you know what? I would really like to try those Somas again, because one, I haven't tried all of them. Two, I do change my mind on things, and it's a running joke on here, right? And I like to fucking play up to it. But the facts are, I can't really remember, other than the bestseller one. I can't really remember what the other ones were like, to be honest.
So I'm not going to send it to you, because then what you'll do is you'll double down on it and go, yeah, it's fucking shite.
That could happen as well.
Yeah, that could happen. But the point I was making, and not to just play up to that, but I think the point I was making is that you've established that where you don't like something, even if it's done by someone you'll still fucking say so. So I don't think you're pulling your punches because it's.
I'm just reiterating here because I saw a little bit. I hate seeing stuff before. I didn't want to know. I didn't want to know Rich's opinion. He didn't want to give it me until I'd smelled it. So also, I didn't really want to look even what the notes were and stuff. I was just like, Philosopher's Walk, yeah, cool. But I did inevitably, because I kind of went on Fragrantica and sort of had a look, and I just wanted to see what people were comparing it to, and there was a lot of Terre d'Hermès and Platinum Egoist, which I was like, what the fuck are you smelling? Like, what are you smelling? What? Like, there is not that at all. As far as I mean, it can be a lukewarm review because it didn't blow me away or anything. It's not fucking breaking any new ground, right? But what I did think was that it was as good in terms of the citrus element, the sage, the sort of aromatic-y kind of what's that word for citrus? That posh fucking Greek sounding word.
Hesperidic, is it?
Hesperidic, yeah. That kind of vibes I thought were as good as those ones that they call Chypres from Les Indemnidables, which are very good. So there's one called like Chypre Azur or something
Azure,
like that.
yeah, the orangey one.
Which I thought it had those toppy elements of that. But then it has this kind of slightly creamy fougere base to it and slightly mossy and stuff. It's very much up my street. Is it as good as a Dior Sauvage? No. Is it as good as that Healy one of recent? No, not really. But it has a classy undertone to it. It's almost subtle, aside from the opening that some people find astringent or like not very nice or whatever. I was quite like, wow, I loved the opening, and then it just kind of settles down to something which I think, meh, is nice, you know. So that's my opinion on it. I also wasn't particularly blown away by Bellem or that other one, the first one he did, whatever that first one is called. They're both good.
Generic Squeeze.
Yeah, they're both good, but the one that I thought really stood out to me was the Descendres one, just because of like what it is. I mean, I don't even love that. Right? I kind of do. I think I did, and then I'm sort of. No, I do love that. No, let's just back that up. I do love that. But this one, no, not really. It's decent, and I don't understand why there'd be hate. Or I don't even think it doesn't fit into the range. It does. It smells like nice, natural materials, and it smells like that sort of Antoine Lee doing, oh yeah, okay, I'll give you a fresh fougere, and that's what he's done. Yeah, it's all right.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, I certainly didn't hate it. But Fliss, what did you make of it?
It's not really my thing. I found it. That barbershop is something that I don't really wear, and I don't necessarily love. So it's already kind of like I'm not going to be that bothered about it. I found it a bit harsh on the opening for me. I found it a lot. The opening is incredibly intense. It dries down to something much softer. But for me, it just wears very masculine, and I'm not. I mean, I know you said, James, that you didn't like the others that much, whereas Bellem for me is in my top 10. I will die. You can prise that bottle out of my cold, dead hands. I'm on my second bottle. I adore it. It's phenomenal.
What? You actually finished a bottle?
I did, yeah. I wear it most nights to go to bed, to be honest.
Right.
I wear it
I haven't
several times a week.
Sorry, because this is potentially Patreon material, but did you like that Rendezvous that Dan sent the other week? Because that's an iris from Antoine Lee.
I can't remember what I...
Sonia...
You can't remember? Jesus Christ. I think that's such an earth-shatteringly good perfume. Just while she's looking that up, did you revisit that, James? Because you said you were going to. And?
I wore it yesterday.
Yeah.
And do you know what is the maddest thing, right? So I'm just going to fucking slate the duck on here because, a lot of the time he'll describe perfumes. I'm like, talking out your ass. What the fuck are you on about? And vice versa probably. But I said to him, what did you think of that? I said, it's fucking brilliant, isn't it? I didn't know, not my thing. He didn't say shite, actually. He said, no, it's not really my thing. And then he just put massive benzoin, right? And normally I would go, oh, fuck off. What a load of shit. What are you talking fucking benzoin? Yeah, loads of perfumes have got benzoin. It's a fucking amber base. Do you know what? Wearing it, I got loads of, I call it like jelly amber, right? So loads of indie perfumers and stuff kind of do this. And it is like an amber accord. It's a combination of vanilla, labdanum and benzoin in this kind of certain ratio, and the fact that it's got loads of iris in it probably triggers this. I call it like jelly. It's like a kind of gummy amber. It's kind of sweet. It's sort of like, and I got loads of that from it. But do you know what? All that did was just add another dimension to the perfume, because I didn't get that on the strip. I didn't get it on my hand when I wore it. I still get all that like ghostly iris and the gunpowder and the fucking rhubarb and all that shit. But I get this kind of warmer undertone. I was like, wow, it's a full perfume now. So actually, that is one that it's furthered my enjoyment of it.
Wow.
Even more. So yeah, what a great perfume.
Get some. Excellent. Well, that's reassuring. Fliss, did you try that?
I did try it once. I was saving it, as you rightly said, for the Patreon. It's not my favourite iris, I would say.
Fuck off.
I like my irises to be really fatty and sort of almost a mouthfeel, and I felt it was a bit dry and a bit...
It is a bit dry.
I know.
It could be, like, if you like that buttery iris, this is not that.
Yeah, it's the opposite of the type of iris that I like. That doesn't... I mean, and I will review it on the Patreon, but it's just... To mention that when we're talking about Bel-Em, they're just so opposite in terms of irises to me.
I only mentioned it because it's an Antoine Lee doing iris. So in actual fact, it just speaks to the fact that he has a lot in his locker to do.
Oh my God, he's got so much in his locker. I think he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Where did we get to? So,
that's about all I've smelt.
Well,
anyway.
Yeah, Fliss, did you finish your thoughts on the philosopher's walk?
The philosopher's walk. I think I did. I mean, I feel like you can smell the quality of the ingredients, and it's obviously well put together by an excellent perfumer, and it's just not my bag, and that's I can't. I'm not going to pretend that I would wear it, because I wouldn't.
Okay.
But I think it's probably worth smelling.
I mean, I think it's fair to say slightly mixed reviews. I'm definitely not going to say it's shit, but I wouldn't buy it. Not unless it was very heavily discounted. Then maybe I would. But anyway, okay, so that's it from you, is it, Ben? Apart from the Fliss stuff?
Yeah, say like mostly just Fliss's ones and Philosopher's Walk for me this week. So yeah, quite. Well, you'll hear more about that in the next half.
Absolutely. I should hope so too. James, did you apart from the Rendezvous, was there anything else that you revisited or smelt this week that you want to talk about?
I actually haven't tried any of Fliss's, only because I haven't had chance to, and I get to smell them now. And just opening the packet, I'm like, like, just the packet smells amazing. So I suspect there's going to be some fucking bangers in here. So I wore quite a few of the ones that you'd sent, Dan. So really notable ones. Yeah, there was a few things I revisited in my collection that I thought, I'll talk about those. But really, this first section now is just kind of dicking around, isn't it? There's no full 14 at the moment. No. It's all just, let's mention a couple of perfumes and then let's cut to the chase and get to the fucking good shit in the second half. However, the one that I really loved, and I'm wearing it today, it is that Neroli...
Plain Sud.
Plain Sud. Oh. Oh, what a perfume that is. What a perfume that is.
Fucking tremendous.
Yeah.
I love it. Really love it.
Yeah. And
I'm not really a Neroli person. I know I love a big white flower, but Neroli is like my least favourite white flower. But that one, I was like, oh, hello. Come to mama.
Yeah. And that is really true reflection of it. One, because Neroli actually is quite... yes, there is a kind of definition of what it is, but again, it seems to be, and again, I'm guilty of this because I sort of said I used the 4711 comparison, which, I mean, it couldn't be any further from that really, other than, it's a fresh, like, cologne type thing, but that it subs out any sort of citrus, and you've got this ginger and was it turmeric combination, which again is not even overt, but it's just there, like, underneath, and then you've got like vetiver and sandalwood or whatever, and the whole backing of all that with like an amazing neroli. I mean, it's like it's really for anybody who wants one of those kind of eau de cologne type fragrances and moans about them not lasting, which they've never really meant to. This is a great alternative because you get all that kind of lovely freshness. It's not too green, it's not too sweet, it's not too waxy, it's not too anything. It's just perfect. It's stunning, and to the point where I never thought I'd be thinking I'm going to buy one of these Nouveau Guerlain fucking releases and a Neroli one as well. I never thought I would.
I completely agree. I find a lot of those newer Guerlains, those ones that come in the the Mathieu ones with the black bottle, I find a lot of them really oversweet, and I haven't smelt one that I've gone, oh my god, that's gorgeous yet, which surprises me for Guerlain. I really want to. I really want to find one. And this one, it's just so hefty. And there's an old schoolness about it without it being fuddy-duddy. There is still like a modern twist to that beautiful, beautiful... The Neroli almost reminds me of a really good Neroli soap with that sandalwood underneath it, that kind of really posh French, expensive, creamy soap. And I just think it's so fresh and delicious. Yeah, so I would buy a bottle if I had the cash.
So I've got 3 days of workshops with my my new team at work. Not my team, it's my boss's new team. And obviously, because I'm me, I think about what perfumes to wear. And I thought what I'd do is put them on an escalator, start with something polite. So I think probably tomorrow I will probably go for the Neroli Plain Soude with a view to sort of something a little bit more hefty on day 2, and then possibly hit them with like an interlude 53 or something for day 3, just for the sheer hell of it. But yeah, that
Fall into Stars.
Yeah, Fall into Stars. What a great idea!
You got any of the grudge left?
You've lubed them up ready with them first 2 days, and then hit them with the grudge.
Yeah, they hit them with the grudge. No, I don't think I'd even hit myself with the grudge. It's just it's too much. Were there any other that you sort of particularly remarked on after revisiting, James?
Other than those 2, no. But like I say, I enjoyed everything that you sent. Really,
cool.
I'm still to wear the some of the other ones, but no, I thought particularly those 2, I would invest in those at some point.
Nice, good. Well, I'm glad. And Fliss, apart from the perfumes, what I did, and your shtick will be on Patreon, and the Philosopher's Walk, and the perfumes that you've sent out for review. What else have you got to tell us this week?
I'm really not very much, to be honest. I've had a really busy week at work, and so I've been wearing worky fragrances, and the fragrance that I wear most for work is one of the ones which I sent you guys, which is Verdant by Eau de Bougie. So we won't talk about it till we get to it, but I've been wearing a lot of that. And then I also have been wearing a lot of Féminité du Bois. I managed to get hold of an old limited edition bottle, and it's very beautiful. And in my excitement, I only took 2 perfumes to work with me this week, and I was staying away, so I've been wearing that and Verdant.
Is that
almost exclusively?
Is that the bottle where it's like it doesn't have the regular sticker? It's like got an engraving kind of thing.
Yeah, it's got
an
engraving of like a lady with she's all in, what's the word? Very angular, and the words are almost, you can't read them. It's beautiful.
Yes,
it looks like a piece of art.
Yeah.
And I found it's a tester bottle, and it was boxed and sealed. And it was, I got it for 70 quid, and I just thought, I'm going to treat myself. That's my early Christmas present.
That's a bargain. That's a bargain. Well, just one other to mention is that I went to Old Trafford last night to watch fucking Manchester United get bloody humiliated by Everton, and it was a terrible experience, although I smelt bloody fantastic because I wore Dries Van Noten Gold Havana again, and I just think that's such a lovely perfume. In fact, I wore that again last night, and I even wore it again today, again. So I've been wearing lots of that. It's such an... I find
despite the Old Trafford trauma, you still...
Yeah, despite the Old Trafford trauma.
I like that. I thought that Gold Havana was really good. It was. I think it was my second favourite of the ones that you sent. I thought it was really good.
Very licoricey, but in a sort of quite manageable way. It's not like OTT or anything. Good. Okay. Well, look. It's been not the most exciting week in perfumery, but I know we've got some pretty exciting
bangers. No, they're not bangers. They're just nice.
Yeah. Fliss, shall we talk about your perfumes?
My parfums.
Your parfums. How many are there? Because you didn't send me all of them, did you? Because I've got one of them. Well, I've in fact got two of them, it turns out. So I've got...
Well, I didn't know
No,
that.
I know.
I sent 6.
Yes, so I've got 5 here.
Go on.
No, you go.
I was going to say, can I pick the first one, because
yes. Of course.
I've sprayed it already, and I want to have a massive rant about it.
Okay. Fucking have at it. Okay. Although I think I can guess what it is.
I think I know which one it's going to be.
Oh, do you know, Fliss? Go on. Which one is it?
My guess is it's Floriku Sand and Skin, or whatever it's called.
Ben, any thoughts?
About Sand and Skin?
No,
about which one I'm going to rant about.
Which she's ranting about.
I think it'd be Jungle Elephant.
Wow. Okay, Fliss.
I think you're gonna rant about Verdant.
Fliss, you know the score. You know, Ben.
I know your score. I know.
So, anyway, do you remember when some twat was going, this guy fucking,
shilling
candles
for a tiny little indie brand
I think what you'd said
sells fucking candles.
Yeah, I think what you'd said was go out and buy them or something, but it was like that. So really,
I did actually say go out and buy them, because I was being supportive to a small British brand and that made good candles, and I said go out and buy the perfumes because they're probably good as well. And do you know what? This fucking Verdant smelled exactly like the candle, and it's great. Right? It's fucking great. So it's kind of crunchy. It's got that slight like dark ivy kind of thing, but it's quite playful. And it smells amazing, and it's got a little bit of like almost like effervescence, like cognac type like thing to it. It's fucking brilliant. So there you go.
It smells a bit like a health food drink. Like it's really green and like grassy. It's like something. It's slightly sweet and slightly floral, and it's like something you'd get out of a blender in a Whole Food bar. It's green and good for you, and it's full of...
It smells good for you.
Yeah, it's got that sort of chlorophyll-y kind of thing going on. Like,
does it give you that lift at work then, Fliss? Does it?
Do you know, I when I first smelt it, I wasn't that bothered about it at all, and I was just like, it's because it's so incredibly green. It's very, very bright. It's got kind of like almost like a melony, fruity top, but it's quite aquatic top as well. It smells like rain on very big, leafy, fleshy leaves, basically. But then it's also got a kind of almost rain in the city feel to it, because I feel as if you wear it for any length of time, there's quite a metallic, almost sort of like pavementy feel to the bottom of it. And I wore it. They sent it to me, I should say, initially. My first 10ml, Pia and Nick very kindly sent me a load test, and I was like, yeah, I like it, I get it. It just felt like it was incredibly modern, and as we know, I don't always love all of that incredibly modern stuff. And then I was wearing it during the day, and it just grew on me and grew on me and grew on me. I started wearing it to work, because I find that, especially if I'm working in a big air-conditioned office, a lot of my older perfumes tend to feel a bit cloying, and I just feel this is so fresh and bright. And it just, feels to me like such a bright lift at work, especially first thing in the morning. If I'm in at like breakfast meeting at 7 or whatever, really, really early, it just wakes me up. And for the rest of the day, I feel really zingy and bouncy. And it is my most...
Wait. Did you just fucking say breakfast meeting at 7?
Yeah, I clocked that as well.
Yeah. What the fuck is that about, mate? Who the fuck has meetings at 7 o'clock? 7 o'clock, you should be in the fucking...
Other countries,
you should be in the gym or something, or asleep.
No, I'm in charge, so I schedule them. I have to.
This is such an alien universe. You shouldn't have meetings at 7 o'clock in the morning. You should be in the gym. And I'm sitting there thinking, like,
you shouldn't have fucking meetings.
Just about crawling into bed at that time. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I'm just about falling asleep. Jesus.
And do you know what? It is my most complimented perfume. Whenever I wear it, somebody, it's a client or somebody I work with, will go, "Oh my God, you smell amazing." And that will happen even quite late into the day. And so there's a waft to it that I don't know about. I can smell it on myself and I think I smell amazing. But there's a smell, and there's one of the... This is going to make me sound like such a... There's a barista on the floor that I work on a lot, and whenever I wear it, he goes, "Oh my God, you're here. I can always tell when you're here. You just smell amazing."
Yeah, the life of perfume people, eh? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. Yes.
It's quite witchy, isn't it? It's
you think it's witchy?
It reminds me a little bit of what was the one that you sent us, Dan, ages ago? You said it was your wife really liked it. It was a Pour Femme. It was called Pour Femme, I think, and it was that brand that did like Montebaco Intensivo and stuff.
The Ormond Jane Woman.
Ormond Jane Woman, that's it.
Yeah.
It's got that kind of green nettle. It's different perfume entirely, but it's got that nettly greenness.
By the way, she doesn't like it. She has a bottle of it. I like it. I wear it. She doesn't like it, which is why the bottle is still more or less full.
Right, got ya. But no, I remember smelling this in that Wild Iris in Brighton a while back, and it was the last of the Eau de Bougies that I smelt because it was called Verdun and it had like a green label, and I was like, right, that's going to be very green. It's not going to be for me. But I love it. I think it's lovely, and it's quite shocking in that it is very green, but it's not just green. And when you see that say like the green label, it's called Verdun, you think, right, I know this is going to be all green, but it's not. It's really bright, and I find like a lot of green perfumes, and the reason I don't like them is because they feel quite boggy and quite heavy. Whereas this doesn't. It's really light and really like. It's like it had that I think you said melony kind of vibe to it. Like it has this bright fruity sort of side to it that picks it up and makes it not get boggy and like gacky and like blah. But I like it. I think it's lovely, and I liked it in the shop, but I didn't really get a proper chance to smell it in the shop because when you're in a shop, there's so much other stuff going on, isn't there? So smelling it this week properly, it was really good, and I really enjoyed it.
Just
it was great.
On that subject, I find smelling stuff in shops is just such a fucking nightmare. Because you make bad decisions. So I smell I don't know, how do you pronounce it? Louboutin? The ones with the big spike, the spiky sort of cap.
The heel.
Yeah. And they look amazing. And I was like, I really want one of those. And I tried one which was called Queer Lavande, I think, which was basically a leathery lavender thing. And in the store, it smelled quite nice and lavendery. But when I bought it, I got it home, and it just smelled of that fucking... high neon IBQ kind of stuff, and it was revolting, just fucking revolting. And I sold it.
I can't smell in shops. Like even when we get together and we go on like our fragrance or our Fragcom meetups and stuff, I go to meet the people and I don't really care where I go. Exactly. The only time I've ever smelled something in the shop and adored it and I was right about it, was that time we went to Henry Jacques and we did the dental au coeur situation. But other than that, I've had it was a situation. Other than that, I've had no luck at all smelling things in shops. I have to just smell it in the comfort of my own home quietly. Without all of the furore of the light and the sound and the people, and it's sweaty, and there's just a lot of information coming my way. I can't concentrate.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so Verdant, generally favourable reviews, I think. Yeah. Good. Solid.
Hey, that's nice. Solid.
I mean,
it smells indie, but
it does.
Yeah. That's fine. It's really nice.
That I think, in fairness, that would be my criticism of it as well. From my point of view, it's a little bit too sort of indie. I probably wouldn't wear it.
It's not quite as refined. You would say.
Yeah, you wouldn't. I don't think you'd catch this in a Louis Vuitton range, for example. No. Which, if anything, is like over refined. But this is, it's very pleasant. Should we pick another one? Ben, would you like to pick one?
Yeah, shall I pick the one that I got lots to talk about, or one that I haven't got lots to talk about?
Yes, talk about the one.
Because I think we're all going to have lots to talk about. This one, Sand and Skin by Floraiku.
Yeah.
I've not even sprayed this yet.
Oh, really?
Right.
Okay, well, I mean, so go on then, Ben. You have much to say, do you? Is it favourable?
I don't know. It's a really it is favourable, but it's really complicated, right? So basically, when I first sprayed it, I was like, okay, this is a really basic vanilla and musk, and my primary thing that I hate about it, or not hate actually, because this is where it gets complicated and it gets weird, but it feels like a perfume that you've been wearing for 8 hours, and it goes straight to the dry down. There is no top notes. There is no perfume. It's like you've been wearing it for 8 hours, right? But that is what's amazing about it. But you know what? What I thought about it, right? And this is where it gets weird, is this to me smells like every failed relationship I've ever had in my 20s, right? You get home, you sit down on the sofa next to this girl that you've met in a club or something, and it's 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and this is what she smells like, right? Because it's like a feminine vanilla perfume mixed with like a musk in a very dry down of that perfume that whatever she wore ages ago, mixed with a bit of kind of body sweaty kind of smell.
And there's a bit of a cigarette-y ashes smell to it too. And
instantly I'm like, right, you're going to be my next wife. And then like 2 weeks later, a month later, 6 months later, it's in the bin, right? But it's amazing. But it's very, very, very intimate and sexy, and I think it is, with Batucada, the sexiest perfume I've ever smelled in my life because of that very reason, right?
Yeah, because it reminds you of all these conquests of yours.
Firstly, that, right? There's a nostalgic part of that, but also people don't let you smell. Like, this part of the perfume is not really what people want you to smell. They smell, they put their perfume on when they get home at like 5 a.m. That's not the side of the perfume or their kind of smell. That's not for everyone. Do you know what I mean? That's for the person that you go home with.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's what you're left with, yeah. And for me, that is just incredibly intimate perfume. And I think with Batucada, that we all know, I think smells like, used like beachwear or whatever.
Bottoms.
Yeah. Like, I think it's like incredibly sexy perfume, and I loved it. But I also sort of hated it because it's so fucking basic, and it does smell like, great, okay, I smell like I put on a feminine perfume 8 hours ago, and now I've got the dry down. So but is that a bad thing? Because it's done really well and it does smell great.
I think, Ben, that is arguably one of the best descriptions we've ever had on this show.
I don't think any of us need to say anything.
I think it's wonderful. It's just well done.
That is the finest take, because we were all like, yeah.
Ben's right.
Oh, there you go. Happy days.
That's brilliant, Ben. Well done. What else can you say? I think it's very sexy. It's very feminine, agreed, but it's also very kind of calm. It's very intimate. It's very sort of like it's almost like after the chaos kind of thing. This is what you're left with, and I think it's a superb perfume. But Floraiku generally make these very simple kind of fragrances. They're always only list 2 or 3 notes. They're always very straightforward, and
they're always done really, really
exactly
well.
It's like a study in kind of minimalism, their whole fragrance lineup, and some of them I don't think work for me. They're more like they're more a vibe than they are like an actual fragrance, but in this case they've created a fragrance that is a vibe, and I think it's superb. And they were giving this away in the Harrods calendar, by the way, 30 ml bottles in the Harrods calendar, which is nuts. So they're
really still pretty, because a lot of times when you get a calendar bottle, it's not very nice, but this is absolutely the same bottle with a little cut down top, and you can buy them on eBay for anything between about 40 to 50 quid, which I think is...
I'm going to buy one now.
Yeah.
Like for that price. I didn't look it up because I thought, it's in the Harrods calendar. It's going to be loads of people trying to rip you off. I didn't even look, but I'm looking at 42 quid. What in the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 30 ml bottle.
There are a lot going on for a lot more, but they're never going to sell.
Yeah, hard to argue with it. James, did you... you look very pensive about it. Are you enjoying it?
I am enjoying it. Like I say, Ben really did, right? I'm not being funny. I would have said something very similar had I had sort of a bit more time to, for it to sort of percolate. It definitely does remind you of that, like, generic, like, girl remnant smell. And I just think
remnant of a girl.
Remnant of a girl.
Sounds a bit
sounds
nerdery.
like one of my victims or something. She left a remnant behind. No, it's great. I think the only other element that I would say, obviously, it's vanilla musk. It's got like a little like sandalwoody kind of thing, which might be sort of to give the sand effect. But yeah, it's all the things Ben said it was, and that's all I'm going to say about it.
Excellent. All right. Well, Fliss. I assume, by the way, Fliss, are these like your favourite things of the year, or are they just interesting things or stuff you wanted to share?
Yeah, no, these are pretty much so the Verdant is something that I've just been wearing at work, like almost constantly. I've made a massive dent. I did end up buying a bottle as well, and I've made a massive dent in that, and I love it. The Sand and Skin, I took a punt on it. In one of the groups, I got like a bottle for like 30 quid, and I was like, oh, fuck me. And I initially had the same thing, it's really generic and boring. And then within about half an hour, I was like, Christ, no, it's really clever and good. And I've got three. I've got
three of them. Oh, no.
Well, I mean, that's 90 mil for...
100
just
quid,
over 100 quid.
Yeah, very good, very good. Right, well, okay, well, moving along, can we do Prada Marienbad, which I have a particular love of, and I nearly actually sent it myself with my list, so... And I guess that begs the question, Fliss, are you surprised that I have Marienbad?
A little bit, yeah. I am a little bit surprised. Mainly because for me, it feels so... Well, maybe I'm not surprised. I mean, it's billed as this powdery amber, animalic and leathery, slightly spicy, but there's got such a vintage lover's feel to it. It feels like a vintage lover's modern perfume.
Yes.
That's how I describe it. So it's got that soft and leatheriness. It's very reminiscent of Night Flower by Eris. It smells a little bit to me as if Shalimar and Musk Ravageur had a baby. Yeah. That's if someone said to me, what does it smell like? I'd say it smells like Shalimar and Musk Ravageur having a baby.
Except with a plum note.
With a plum note.
Shalimar and Musk Ravageur like under a plum tree. It's and I think not to be handing out too many fucking caps on the show tonight, but I think you've basically fucking nailed it there. It is very vintagey and Shalimar-esque, and I wasn't sure about it the first time I wore it, actually. And I weirdly, I sold the bottle and then unsold it after about half an hour because I was like, nah, this is shit, sell it. No. And then I was like, no, what the fuck? This is amazing. I think it's a superb pick. And the fruitiness with the kind of vintage, that was quite a squeaky spray. The fruitiness and the vintage kind of Shalimar-esque kind of thing going on is just superb.
Sorry, I missed that. I was dicking around. Which perfume were you talking about?
We're talking about
Marienbad.
Oh, okay. I will spray that now.
Excellent. Right. What were you dicking around doing? I was just fucking wobbling off.
Never you mind.
Doing stuff.
Never mind. Just doing stuff. Yeah.
I think it's smashing. Ben, how did you get along with Marienbad?
It gallops through like about 10 different phases in about an hour, right? And when I first sprayed it, I was like, this smells like Amber Pour Homme, like the Prada Amber Pour Homme. Like, I was like, that's weird. Like, and then, because I was expecting like something much more and something much heavier. And then about 5 minutes later, it was like this much chewier version. And I was like, okay, now it sort of still smells like Prada Amber Pour Homme, but much heavier, much sort of like meatier and chewier.
Meaty.
And then about an hour or two later, it was nothing like Amber Pour Homme whatsoever. And it smelled like joss sticks and like incense. And I was like, what in the fuck is even this perfume all about? But I liked it. I thought it was good. It wasn't my favourite, but it was good. And I
didn't think it would be up your street at all. I thought you might feel like it smells a little bit too vintagey and it smells a little bit of old ladies and death.
Well, funny enough, I love Amber Pour Homme.
Okay,
so
cool.
Which is like the sort of more old lady part of it, isn't it? But I did like it, and I thought it was really interesting, and I thought it was like it felt vintage in that way. Like vintage perfumes do have like many phases, if you know what I mean. And sometimes I feel like a lot of modern perfumes, we've sort of left that behind now, and we have like something that smells good for like 8 hours, but it doesn't really evolve like that. Like maybe it has like 1 or 2 steps, but that's about it. Whereas those vintage perfumes that really had like
zigzagging
several chapters,
all over the place.
Like, it has that, and I like that. I thought it was cool. I thought that was nice. That
chewiness you're talking about, I read that, or my nose reads that as quite thick honey. And after a while, so I spray it on initially and I think, it's all musky and leathery and animalic, and then after a while the honey note, or a honey note for me, really kicks in, and it's quite a thick animalic honey as well. And I find that chewiness that you're talking about, I think, is that for me.
Yeah, no, I liked it though. I thought it was really good. I thought it was better than I was expecting, and really interesting. Probably not my favourite to actually smell, but really interesting perfume. And the fact that it ended in this almost like sort of joss stick incense was quite off the wall. I was like, where's this come from? This is not what, how have we got here? It was, I like that. I thought that was cool.
What are we doing here? How did we get here? What are we doing here? What's going on? James, I mean, my instinct is that there's quite a lot going on in this perfume, and I'm not, personal experience says probably, in a few minutes it's difficult to give a first read. But
I'm massively confused by it.
Well, exactly. So I was quite confused at first.
Is this a modern perfume?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's
by Prada.
It's by Prada. It's from the.
It was released in 2015.
So it's from the
Daniela Andrea.
It is, and it's from the Olfactories line.
Well, it's very vintage smelling, isn't it?
It is. It is. And do you know what really threw me, actually, at first was I did not know what I was smelling with the top note. And it was only when I looked it up and it said plum that it sort of made sense as plum. Before that, I was like, what is this? It's like a weird floral kind of thing. It's all over the place. And when I read plum, I was like, oh, now I can smell plum. Now this thing makes a bit more sense. And but I don't think I'd have ever guessed it was plum unless someone had told me. It's a very peculiar perfume in that regard.
Bizarre, right? First thing I smelled, right? Because it was one of those, everything just, I couldn't really smell a lot, right? To be honest, I was like, what is happening here? It's one of those, like, I often describe it like waves, like crashing. There's this weird effect where sometimes you spray a perfume and it retreats like away from you and you go, what the fuck is it? You can smell like a vague bit of something, and then it comes back and it just kind of engulfs you. And they're usually the best, to be honest. And the first thing I smelled was like that saliva on skin, slightly civety, a bit like that Montreux de Monsieur, whatever, the Guerlain. So it's got that classic, like, creamy. I get the Musc Ravageur type, slightly animalic, but like creamy. But then it's got this weird, like, smoky. I don't really get plum, to be honest. I get like a weird, light, sort of like smoky, kind of woody thing with this. It smells like a vintage perfume, to be honest.
Yes, doesn't it? It really, really does.
And it's confusing, and I like it. Like, I like being confused by it.
I like it. I'm so confused, and I like it.
Yeah, and I like that it's Andrea as well, because she, like, is quite, she's sort of, you know, this typecast, like, does all the same, like, very similar things all the time. And yeah, she kind of does, but really, really well. And then occasionally she'll just throw out this complete fucking, like, mad perfume out of nowhere. She's done a few of these, and you're like, she is, like, capable of anything, pretty much. But she just clearly likes certain, like, styles, and, you know, these kind of light, like, musky lavender things that you think are dead minimal, but they're actually not. And this is this. I mean, you could think this is all the sort of age on an old perfume without any of the real, like, actual substance. It's bizarre that this is a modern perfume. It's great.
It's quite a lot of the olfactories range are quite unusual, and the ones in the darker bottles. Is Marienbad in a dark bottle? No, Marienbad's in a clear bottle, isn't it? But yeah, there's quite a few of them that are a bit off the wall, but they're great. And there's a guy on Facebook who's been getting, like, testers of them for, like, I think 90 quid. Selling them for.
Yeah, that's what I paid for it. I 90 quid for 100 mil.
Which is solid.
Which just seems to me, I mean, the amount I'm going to wear it as well, I think I'm just going to wear the shit out of it. It's...
that may be a contender for a wear this week, actually. Really, I really like that, and it surprised me because it is so vintagey, sort of feminine smelling, but yeah, love it. Great. All right, so shall we pick another one? Are we back to James?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, Fliss, you can pick one of your own.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was going to say, if we're going to actually smell a vintage perfume, we should go to do the
Chanel number 5
cologne. So one of the things I tried to do was make my selection stuff that you can actually buy in the shops. But the Chanel number 5 Eau de Cologne is a vintage, and it's discontinued. The Cologne version is discontinued. So
remind me, Fliss. So your thing is that you're not that big on number 5, but you like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't diss number 5, but I don't have it in my collection. However, I have a fuck ton of this cologne in my collection, and it's another one that I will wear for work. If I want to be a little bit less zingy like Verdant, and I want to have a little bit more sort of like heft, then I will wear it.
Well, I'm the same. I respect the fact that it's the most iconic perfume probably ever made, but I'm not Marilyn Monroe. Do you know what I mean?
Are you not?
Pop a bit of rouge on me, stick a wig on, you know, you never know. But I respect it, and especially like playing around with like formulas and seeing how it was like made. It's fascinating. So I'll always love it for that reason. I like smelling it. The original, I haven't like smelled this one yet, but so I'll always respect it. But it's just not. It's not something that I'll ever go, I want that and I want to wear it. Maybe I will. Never say never. But yeah. So I completely understand. and maybe as a woman you might think, oh, it's pretty generic. Like a lot of people still wear it or not?
I don't know anybody who wears it.
Well, but that
other than other fragrance fanatics.
Hang on, are you talking about number 5 generally? Yeah, I think it's still like I'm pretty sure it's still like in the top 10 bestsellers in.
We did an episode last year where we looked at, and I think it came up as still in the top 10. It was no longer number 1.
No, because that was Sauvage.
It was in the top 10.
No, it was Sauvage.
Yeah. It was, I remember, yeah.
It's fucking insane, really. But I think this smells, to me, this just smells like irrecoverably dated. Like I think it's so dated that actually it smells dated, which sounds stupid, but it doesn't. You're not wearing it in a knowing or ironic sense. You're just wearing something that smells old, and I'm not really mad about it, if I'm honest.
No, I didn't think. This was my wild card, because I didn't think that it would be anybody's bag.
It's my bag.
Yeah.
Sometimes
to smell again, I don't think I'd want to particularly put it on, but
sometimes you want to wear the big shoulder pads and
sometimes.
I find it quite different to the modern number 5. I find it smokier. I find it more leathery. It doesn't have such a bright top to it. It also doesn't. It doesn't seem to last in the same way. The base of it is much more fleeting, and I quite like it for that. So I might just put it on after lunch, whatever. I don't have to wear it all day. It doesn't wear me all day. But yeah, I find it much darker than the current EDT or EDP, and it's not strong either.
I think that's just because it's got a bit of age on it as well.
Well, I've got 3 30ml bottles, and they're all pre-1976, and the differences between them are minimal.
Right.
So for me, two of the bottles I had were sealed when I purchased them. Wow. Like with a little tiny, almost like a little bit of foil over the top. Because it comes in a splash. It doesn't come in a spray. It comes in a splash. And I decant it into a spray. But they all smell pretty much like this. Vintage. Smells like old socks. Part of it smells like old socks, I'm happy to say. Yeah, but I like it. But this one must smell like. This smells like death, doesn't it, Ben?
Yeah. I can't. It's not for me. It's it smells too much like my nan's house when I was a kid. Which I can understand. I can appreciate it, but it's not for me. It's and I can understand why people would love it as well. And like, funny enough, I think when you mentioned that, I think the only people that would wear this are fragrance people these days, and I can understand why they would wear it. But equally, I can understand why nobody else would wear it. If you know what I mean. It's definitely like a refined taste. I would say.
That's a very gentle way of saying
very polite.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, should we jump on to the other Chanel then, while we're on the Chanel subject?
Yes.
This is what? Tell us about it.
So it's number 18, Chanel, and it's a big musky thing. It's like a floral musk. Jacques Polge, 2016, and it's so sweaty. I get it's got all fruity at the top, but it has got such a sweatiness to it that I absolutely love, which comes from Ambrette. And I just think it's a really lovely musk. Fruity, sweaty, easy musk for me. It's a very fun musk.
I quite like that. I mean...
Yeah, on the complete other side of the Chanel, I really like this. I think this is great.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I really like it. It's nice. It's got... It has something sort of weirdly modern and sort of almost masculine about it, weirdly. But I feel like it's not a particularly masculine perfume, but it has almost... And I don't want to ruin it for you, Fliss, but like like an almost like sporty element to it. No, do you not think that kind of like it's almost got like a marine musk kind of element to it? It's not quite there, but it almost has that sort of modern blur to it.
Oh, you go easy, love.
But it's so much better than
Blur
that.
du sport.
It's so much, but it is a lot better than that. But I do think it has that sort of just a twinge of that to it. But it's lovely. I really enjoy it. I think it's nice.
So it smells familiar to me, and I don't know why it should smell familiar, because I'm looking at some of the smell-alikes and none of them sort of leap to mind. And this is the first time I'm trying this one. And at the moment,
funnily enough, I thought the same, and that it smelled something that I smelt recently, but I couldn't put a finger on it as well.
You're going to hate this, and it's nothing like this, but it's sort of like it is. So structurally, bear with me, but structurally, it's a bit like Herba Pura. Right.
Yes. Oh my God, you're right.
So it's just like
fuck my life.
It's really like really fruity, and then really musky, and that's it's nothing like Herba Pura, because Herba Pura just smells like chemical warfare throughout. So this is almost like if
now you've said it, I'm just nodding along, going, oh my God.
If this were if Herba Pura was made like into a proper perfume rather than being like the ginger stepchild of perfumery, it's
like a black and white version.
Yeah,
it's a classic. Yeah,
Herba Pura is a silly perfume, right? This
yes, I agree.
is refined Chanel. Do you know? Okay,
but am I
it's
wrong?
fruity and it's woody.
It's fruity
what
and
fucking
musky.
perfumes aren't? Do you know what I mean? Like most of them are. Come on, right? For me. And again, I have tried this before, but I don't really remember it because there's number 18, there's number fucking this, that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? With Chanel, I'm kind of like, I probably like them all. Do you know what I mean?
But just give me them.
Can't afford them all, so just fucking, I'll buy the couple that I do like. For me, it's more woody than it is musky, but again, I'm not wearing it on my skin, so I don't know. But that fruit, and what I like is it's not like generic. Well, it is generic fruit because I couldn't tell you what fruit it smells like, but it's not that like tropical. That juice that you can get from like supermarkets that comes in like a milk,
like Kiora
jug.
or whatever. Yeah,
that kind of. But it's from concentrate, but it's like a mixture of all fruits, just every fruit. Yeah. Like there's no
multi-fruit.
It's kind of a lot of perfumery does that, where it's like it's this kind of not an actual real fruit or whatever. And I'm not saying that's what this is, because it actually smells quite different. But that fruit and wood combination, I like it. I like it. And it's, to evoke fucking Herba Pura, that is a grim perfume.
But I know what you mean by the structure of it, though. I think structurally you are right. It does have that story. It's the same.
Same story, but it's like Herba Pura is the kind of neon fucking kid
frat party.
Frat party on fucking crack version thereof. Okay, fair enough. It was a frivolous comparison, but I like
that frivolous comparison.
Ben, have you talked about this one yet? No,
I liked it. I liked it. I
sniffing deep.
It's probably not my favourite, but it reminds me a little bit of like swimming pools and swimming pool changing rooms for some reason. There's sort of something clean and chlorine-y and sort of
something just chlorinated about it.
Yeah, but it's lovely. I like it. I do like it. I would definitely wear it happily. Possibly wouldn't buy it, but would certainly like wear the shit out of this that you've sent us and enjoy every minute of it probably. I liked it. It was nice.
Okay, where does that leave us? Just the jungle elephant?
Just the Just one left, yeah.
Okay, Jungle Elephants. This is Kenzo, yes? Yeah.
Tell us a bit about this one then, Fliss. Is this a new edition?
No. So this is... I'm just checking my dates. It's a Dominic Ropion. It was released in 1996. And I have been wearing this every Christmas since 1996.
Right.
It is very Christmassy. It is.
It is my standard Christmas wear.
Really?
And I don't wear it at any other point during the year. It's just for that 2 weeks of Christmas or whatever.
So this was the only one, apart from the ones that I knew, this was the only one that I tried before the show, because I've always wanted to try this one. And I didn't know what to expect, really. But it wasn't quite that. I was like, really? What's going on here? And
it's such a mess. In some ways, it is a mess. I think it's a mess. It
smells sweaty and ambery and powdery, but then it's also dry, like really arid.
It's got dry fruits. It's dry fruits and incense, but also you're right about the sweat. It just... For me, it smells like a spice cupboard.
Yeah.
I'll just say, I wear it even less than you do, Fliss. Look.
Oh, look at you. Yeah.
I fucking love it, though, right?
Yeah.
I love the concept of it. I love the actual smell of it. But then when I wear it, at Christmas time and stuff, because it's blatantly smells of Christmas. It kind of gets on my tits a bit.
How can it smell of Christmas? I don't get that. I don't understand.
I've got another perfume called Noel Ibal.
That's an Eldo one.
At Christmas.
Yeah.
That's an Etat Libre d'Orange one, and I'm sure you've spoken about that one before. But I don't understand how this is Christmassy. What is it that's Christmassy about it?
Creamy spices.
How the fuck am I Christmassy? How the fuck am I Christmassy? Tell me, motherfucker.
To me, it's like a really heavy spiced pudding. There's like spices everywhere. If you were cooking, if you were in the kitchen and you had, I don't know, mulled wine, a mulled wine, a Christmas pudding steaming, and you were making custard to go on the Christmas pudding. This is what your kitchen would smell like.
So this is why I have no fucking idea what you're talking about, because I have never made mulled wine. I grew up in a Jewish household. We didn't do Christmas. We didn't have fucking Christmas puddings. The closest I get to Christmas is the smell of a fucking, tree in the front room.
No.
So there's a hippie church down the road from my house, right? That's it's like a Christian church, Church of England, but super mega hippie. Like they've got a farm on the edge of the town. They sell all their own produce. They're like,
do they grow weed?
I would not put it past them. The pastor is about 25 years old. They're like super modern, and every week they sell. They during the week it's a cafe. It's a fucking wicked church actually. And in the weekends they sell their own veg that comes off their farm, right? And they have like young kids from disadvantaged families like work on the farm and shit. Super cool. And at Christmas they have like massive Christmas markets, and they sell obviously loads of mulled wine, and it smells exactly like this, and I love it. When I will say, right, my dog, when I spray perfumes, my dog's never interested, right? And I always find that amazing, that because you think a dog should have like a massive sense of smell, it should have some reaction, and it almost never does. I sprayed this and my dog would sit on the lap. He jumped off my lap, sat in his bed, sneezed, and then looked at me like I'd shot him in the back. So I was like, okay, you don't like it. And I understood why, because when you spray it, it's a fucking nuclear bomb. It's such a massive perfume when you spray it. It like burns your nostrils, that cumin and the kind of the spicy pepperiness of the cardamom and the cumin. And I loved it. I thought it was brilliant.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's gigantic. It's a lot.
I think as it dries down, it almost sort of gets a bit it can't live up to that opening. Do you know what I mean? Like it does peter out. And that would be my only knock against it. But the opening is stupendous, and I do love it. It was the second favourite of the ones you sent me.
Really?
I really enjoyed it.
Surprises me.
It did. I did feel like it went somewhere that I wasn't expecting. And it wasn't quite what I'd hoped, but I still enjoyed it. It reminded me a little bit of, there's a Serge Luton called L'Innommable, I think, which is in the black bottles, the private collection Serge Luton expensive ones. It reminded me a little bit of that in the opening, with this just ginormous kind of spice cupboard thing. And I really liked it. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it. Thought it was cool.
All right, good. All right, James has disappeared. Has he?
Oh yeah, I'm still here. Just
he's still there. He's just wombling about.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I made of it. I wore it, and I still don't know what I made of it. I mean, I will say, on the whole, this selection of perfumes are not strictly for amateurs. You know, there's quite a lot of quite involved perfumery here, and I'm very impressed. It's there's
thank you.
See, there's the closest you've got to easy going is the Verdant, I guess. You know, it's the most fun, if you like, sort of.
But even that is a lot.
Exactly. Even that's a lot. It's an indie version of kind of.
It's an enormous bright green neon thing.
Yes, exactly. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, where's all the easygoing stuff, Fliss? Where's all the nice ones? Where's all the low complexity stuff? Well, I suppose Sanders.
There's a lot of power in here, isn't there? Yeah. There's a lot of sort of shoulder pads and crushing handshakes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Good morning. Welcome to my breakfast meeting.
Hi, I'm Fliss.
Is anyone familiar with the men's one?
No.
It's the men's Kenzo. And it's got like a little brush on the top.
It was for sweeping up after the elephant.
That's the top of a zebra.
Top of a zebra, there you go.
Top of a
Yeah,
zebra?
it's the top of. It's the mane of a zebra, but the zebra's manes stand up, don't they?
I have no idea. Fuck do I?
Well, it's cheap. I mean, I'd pick it up. It's a kind of smooth, spicy, cardamom-y sort of thing. I think it's Olivier Cresp.
Oh yeah,
that one. So it's cheap. I'd get it, Dan.
Johnny Crespo.
Like yeah, old Crespo.
Oh, Crespo, you dickhead.
The bottle's cool. I love Kenzo as a brand. It's a cool brand.
Yeah,
they are cool brands.
Yeah,
I will check it out. Although having just invested a large sum of money in Nivea eau de toilette, I'm not sure I can necessarily afford it. Okay, so
it'd be about £4 more than the Nivea.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Not sure. All right. So let's round off the collection. Favourite, Ben? Favourite?
Sanderskin.
Yeah. I would say comfortably the same for me, possibly Marienbad. Marienbad is number 2 for me.
Jungle Elephant and Marienbad were my follow-ups, I think. Yeah.
Right. Least favourite, Ben?
Chanel number 5, Cologne. That was,
Yeah, I have to agree with that as well. The Chanel number 5 cologne is definitely not one for me. James, favourite?
Bearing in mind I haven't had much time with some of the revelations, like the Marienbad one. Marienbad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, obviously I like Elephant. Like, that's a huge perfume. I did like the Sand and Skin a lot. I love the simplicity of Sand and Skin. Nothing is ever just something. Well, it can be, but that certainly isn't. I'll go Elephant is probably my favourite, because it's just such a big, bombastic, silly perfume. But to be honest, I liked all of them, and I like the way that it's sort of. Although you might think, oh, that's a bit of a weird one for Fliss or whatever, I didn't. This is our personalities coming out. This is the whole point of the exercise. Everyone sent stuff, and it was a reflection of what we all, struck a chord with us in some way.
Absolutely. And we've had, at the one end, we've had the extreme cleanliness and politeness of, Neroli Plain Sued, and at the other end, we've had the Grudge, and we've had pretty well everything in between. It's a wild continuum of stuff. Actually, just while I'm mentioning that, I got a bottle of the Fendi Uomo after you sent a sample, James. I actually got it for 60 quid on eBay. And it's even sweatier than I remember it being. It's like, there is no doubting that is a masculine perfume. It's like, I am man. I don't think it's safe to wear in public. I'm not certain. I'm not absolutely.
What, in case you get mobbed by bitches?
Exactly, mobbed by bitches. That is the name of my next album. So, okay, good. Well, I liked the collection. I like the way it's put together, Fliss. I can't say they're all loves, but I think...
No, I wasn't expecting them to be.
Which is all part of the game, isn't it? Okay, any final thoughts from yourself, James, on any of these?
No, other than I really enjoyed them. We had the green indiness of the Verdant to the old classic Chanel No. 5 cologne. That Marienbad one is an absolute revelation.
The head scratcher.
And then obviously I do you know what? I'm not just saying this. There's nothing in any of the ones that you've sent that I've gone, oh, I fucking hate that, or that shit, or anything. They've all been like, a real kind of, like a fascinating little window into what we've all got and what we're all wearing and stuff.
Chanel No. 18 smells like Jardin Solennel by Hermes. That's what it fucking was reminding me of. That's what it was fucking reminding me of. I knew I liked it for some reason.
It is nice, actually. That's grown on me as it's dried down a bit. It is nice. It's quite unisex, no?
I think it is.
It's marketed as feminine.
No, sorry. Wait, I've got confused. I think this might be Verdant.
Oh.
No, I think it's Verdant you're on about.
No.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, he's confused. He's confused to fuck. He's confused to fuckery. Right.
He's just sniffing everything now.
Madly
manically just sniffing. Oh, that's not going to confuse you further.
I don't know. One of them smelled like Jardin Solennel in the dry down.
One of them smelled like something else. That is my conclusion. Yeah. All right, good. Well, Fliss, sorry, hang on, Ben. Was that your final thoughts? Did you have anything else?
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, no, I mean, other than the fact that they were all good, I liked them all. Like even the Chanel No. 5 that I kind of hated. Like I wouldn't wear it, but I liked smelling it.
I think, to be honest, it was interesting to smell it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you, Fliss. Fliss, any final thoughts you'd like to leave us with on your little curated collection?
No, I just enjoyed sharing them with everyone. Yeah. It was good fun. Really good fun.
We enjoyed trying them. So thank you for that. Yeah. Right, well, we are cranking these episodes out faster than a motherfucker to try and get through everything before Christmas. I think we'll have one more, possibly two. One more episode, I think, after this one. But anyone who wants to date when we recorded this episode, last night I had to go and watch fucking Manchester United get hammered by Everton. So you can look that shit up. Hopefully we've turned a corner by the time we actually publish this bollocks. Right. Thank you very much, chaps. I've had a wonderful time. This was not it. We will be back very soon with more Les Oderants. Stick with us. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.